Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the UK powder foundation trend on TikTok, my 2 cents, and whether or not I think you should try it. So if you want to know more, keep watching. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I truly appreciate you clicking on this video. It means so much to me. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and you can help us meet that goal. And also, we want to hear from you in the comment section, talking about skincare, makeup, hair, travel, beauty, all the different things. And in order for you to be a part of the crew, I need you to subscribe. It's free and easy. Please, please, please subscribe. If you like this video, like the video, and hit the notification bell if you want to be first to know when I post a new video or when I go live. So if you are not familiar with the TikTok beauty scene community videos of what's going on over there, there was basically a recent revelation or trend of that people in the UK, when they're doing their foundation makeup, when they set it, they are, instead of using setting powders, they're using powder foundation in order to set, and then they use maybe a lighter color foundation to bake, and that after they do the setting, after they do the powder foundation, then a setting powder on top, and really just embracing the idea of using powders to make your makeup have longevity, to last, and to just look really great. So in this video, I currently am wearing the Milani Color and Perfect Skin Tint Stick, and I have set it with the Sephora matte powder foundation. So in the Milani stick, I'm shade 19, and I am shade 44N in the Sephora powder foundation. And it's actually funny to me, when I first came into loving makeup in 2020, I wish it was 2020, it was 2008, 2009 when I was in college. And at the time, there were no setting powders that were in the drugstore that were colored for people with deep and dark skin tones. And a lot of the high-end brands hadn't even really invented it yet. The only powders you could get that were your color to set foundation or to be a foundation was a powder foundation. So like most of us, I saved up my little coins and got the MAC Studio Fix powder, and I didn't look back for years. Then once Laura Mercier came out with the medium deep powder, then it was like, okay, we can use translucent powder, because there was also a long time where translucent powder would look gray on deep and dark skin tones. So for a lot of black people, it was just like, and also like other skin tones with a lot of melanin, Southeast Asian women, it was just like, stay away from the white translucent powder. You're gonna get flashback, you're gonna look gray and ashy, just don't do it. Like, get your foundation powder and that's it. So for a long time, that's what we were doing. But then brands started coming out with different shades of setting powder, so then it was like, okay, well then we're gonna use all these setting powders. But I know for me and my makeup, I find that the setting powder, in order for it to be enough, it's still colored. So some brands, like Huda has one that's kind of close to my skin tone, the medium deep L'Oreal Mercier, that one is like a perfect color for me, but it's just not always spot on with the loose powder setting powders. So the fact that it makes so much sense to be like, powder is powder, I'm really just looking for something that's going to get the oil, so why not use one that I know is going to be the right color for me, because it is a foundation. So what they've been doing is not how I do it in terms of the trend from TikTok, is they take the flat poofs and then they pack it on to like pat down the liquid or cream foundation. I do it with a fluffy brush, and then I just dust it all over my foundation. But as you can see, my forehead, the oils are coming through and breaking through, so when you pat it with the poof, you get that really matte glam look. but mine's is looking a little more satin finish, a little more lifelike. So that is why I use the fluffy brush and I put less product. Also because I'm not going for a full glam makeup look. It's like more like everyday makeup. So I use the powder with the big fluffy. It's actually a bronzer brush. It's actually, the actual brush is on my vanity, but this is the packaging from the brush that I use with the powder foundation. So this is a Sephora Pro 80 brush. It's actually a bronzer brush, but I prefer to use it as a face powder brush because I have a, I don't want to say I have a small face, but I just find that the full size, like the 90, it is big and it can just be more cumbersome to navigate it around my face. So I just get the 80 and use it as a face powder brush. But I really been making this video to say is don't sleep on powder foundations. I feel like we have a lot of unlearning to do from social media makeup, that we have this false equivalency that powder equals cakey, powder equals fake, powder equals not a real life filter. But really, so many of the longest lasting, best working with your natural body chemistry in your own skin, especially if you have oily skin, is powder products. Like, yes, creams had a moment, it's all cool, and you can even pair them together. So like, I love my Milani Skin Stick Foundation, but when I just put this on my face alone, it migrates, it breaks down the oil on my faces, makes it separate, and it doesn't last as long. But as soon as I add that powder foundation, it sets it in place. I still have the same even tone, and it doesn't suck all of the life and moisture out of my face, but it gives it that long lasting power that I know I could go about my day, run my errands, and not have to worry about my foundation breaking down or oxidizing or looking crazy when I'm in the street and I just don't have the ability to do a touch up, you know? So I absolutely love powder foundations. I will say, bring back powder. People need to try it and use more things. I will say, I understand that everything costs money. Nothing is cheap now. This was only $22, so if you don't feel like you want to jump in with a high-end full price one. Also, L'Oreal Infallible at the drugstore, they have a really good powder foundation. So I know it's limited shades compared to like Sephora, but you know, you might be able to find something that matches you and give it a try. Powder foundations, there's a reason why they've existed for all these years and why people love them. They help your makeup last. Okay, so try it out. Let me know what you think. If you need other recommendations for powders, let me know in the comment section below if I should make a full powder foundation video. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down.